guys been sitting here for 24 hours, huh? There's my collar over there. You know, just starting off, you know, I really, you know, the last 24 hours have been a little bit unique, and, you know, in the game. And, you know, I think first of all, I'd like to really credit Tim Knox, you know, the football ops, making it so easy on us. There was a lot of logistics going involved where we had the cancellation of the game, and brought it through the Jason Leonard and the administration, the staff. They did an outstanding job. They help our student athletes as good as they could possibly. Our student athletes getting back there, understanding what they need to get done in order to play the game in a quick turnaround. And our coaches did a fabulous job in keeping them focused, keeping them you know, at the task. And they you know, they came out, they played. I mean, I was really impressed early. I thought our defense came out and set a tone. I think the defensive staff with Coach Banks, Coach Fair leading them, just said they played with a, you know, I thought a pretty good swagger in offense. We scored quick. I thought we did some really good things there. I thought Westlawn was really under control, and you know, his stats would have been a little bit better. You know, the one thing we got to do, we got to catch the ball a little bit better. But you know, we'll get that thing done. And everybody played, so everybody became a part of it. There was a lot of happy faces out there. The guys had never been in a college football game got a chance to play. The family was there, and they can go out there after the game and give a big hug to mom and dad, and you know, feel really part of it. And that's what's special about college football.
How rewarding is this for you, considering everything that's happened in the last week or so?
You know, really, it's not. It's just kind of a, you know, I hate to say it, you know, because you probably think I'm nuts, which a lot of people think I'm nuts, but they. I just, you know, I just really enjoy these kids. I mean, I just, you know, to see them go out there and play with such a, you know, a physicality and physical, and just going out there and just giving everything they got. I mean, it was just something special to see. You know, I told them it's all about the team, and I must have repeated it about 20 times. It's all about the team. It's not about you. It's all about the team. You know, we talk about a lot about togetherness, going through, and just to see them react in that respect where everybody was pulling for each other, the offense and defense and special teams. You know, that's what's rewarding to me. You know, the score, that was great. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. But to see how our kids react in such a unique situation, I think it's just really comforting. And I think and to see, you know, what we got here, we got a chance to be pretty good. I know we got a lot of things to work on, but they're feeling pretty good in the locker room right now.
How did you tell the team? I mean, just going back to like a long day yesterday anyways, wait for an 8 p.m. kickoff, and then what happened, and then waiting around a little bit today. Just how did you deal with, you know, that mental approach and keeping that focus up?
Yeah, well, we, you know, and Chad, some of these guys were getting up, they were up at 6:30 in the morning because they had to get to class. And so there was a long draining day, and, you know I was drained. But you know, we have a thing called How We Win that we go before every game. We talk about every little aspect, you know, in terms of, you know, goal line plays. And, you know, I made a big thing of it. I said, you know, one of the 7 big attributes of these games are, you know, if you win a goal line stand, a lot of times you're going to win the game. Well, we had one, you know, so, you know, they actually made me look good because a lot of things we talked about. You know, we talked about winning the turnover battle, and we won that. We talked about being physical. I think we won that. Big plays, we won that. I mean, there was just so many avenues that we talked about, and I think when you give them a plan, which I thought we did, they look at it, and I told them don't flinch because something weird's going to happen. Now, you know, early it didn't, but you know, there was times where that one play, and I think the play of the game, and you know, and again, you know, I'm a little bit unique in this thing. The play of the game to me was Fedglin. Running, they had a 50-some-yard play, and Fedglin gave everything he got and stopped the guy, and then we ended up blocking the field goal. I mean, to me, that's what togetherness and teamwork's all about. And you know, sometimes we look at it, you know, some guy busted coverage. Yeah, they did, but he made a great play, and that's why I went up to him and congratulated him right afterwards. You know, and I know kids are, well, coach will give a big play, but look at the play he just made, and he saved 7 points. So just little things like that, and I think they appreciate that.
Well, you've had some offensive success. Defense obviously has to take a step forward this year.
Yeah.
What stood out to you most that you believe they're taking a step forward?
Well, you know, I still believe, you know, if you tell a kid he's good, you know, more often than not, you're probably going to get a good player. And you know, I think they've been beaten down, and they just keep on listening to all the, the outside noise that I talked about. And look, I mean, we all look at the stats and we all understand that. I mean, nobody's fooling anybody. But for them to be performing, they got to understand that they can play. It's the same thing when I came in here. They were 108, 116 somewhere in there in total offense. And I told them this first thing is, you guys don't realize how good you can be. And if you just did this and did that, and I told the defense the same way. I think it's again. I think it's the guys on the defense are looking like this guy's in my corner, even though he's an offensive guy. And I always love being around those guys. Even during stretch, I always went over there. But just to see them play and just have fun, just that's what I get out of coaching. I mean, yeah, the win's great, but it's just to see them have fun, be happy. Like after the game, I'm waiting down there. Normally I'd be getting a locker room, They were having so much fun out there. Go stay out there. Go see the fans. And just engage those people so they come back with their family members. Well, it was a great day.
Given
Say about the fans, I guess. I mean, I know you kind of recognize them before the game.
Yeah.
Is that kind of your idea?
Yeah, that's we call it a salute. And, I think if people are going to come out here and support us, I think we should go out there and show something to them. So, the whole idea is on one hash mark. Most of our families are on that side, on the visiting side. So we raise our helmets and we salute them, and basically, hey, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Turn around, salute all the other people, that support us. And, I just think that's something you do, and I think if we continue doing those little things, going out in the quad and talking, we can build this fan base to a point, that everybody will be really happy about it. And I'm not going to stop until that place is packed. And you know what? If they don't, I'll just keep on working. Just kind of what I do.
A little different approach to start the second half, and trying to get the running game going.
Yeah, that, and keep Trent on his feet. And then I told him, I said, we're going to run the ball. Okay, when we have to run the ball, let's see how we do it. It's a play action pass. Get the tight ends involved in a little. I think the tight ends caught a couple balls in that drive. So it was all done with a purpose of trying to get those guys. And then with Chase, we kind of put him in a tough spot there. And then they gave him a plan where he could be really successful out there. So I thought his last drive was really good. I was really encouraged by what he did there.
obviously you couldn't have drawn up a first game any better. How encouraged are you?
Well, I've never been discouraged. I just believe that you work hard, you have a great attitude, you show people a good plan, and you treat people right. You got a chance to be pretty good. And that's what we got in that locker room. It's not me, it's all those kids in there. I just saw Robbie. I mean, to see Robbie have so much fun out there today. And of course, Wes. I mean, that's what's gratifying. They'll play a lot better, all right, if they're having a lot of fun.
How do you think that first drive defensively, do you think they kind of set the tone for
Yeah.
defense?
Yeah, I noticed it different where I was standing because I saw guys flying around. And there was a lot of good speed out there. It was, like I said, physicality in there, and that was great to see. And I told our staff, I said, when they get a 3 and out, I want every staff member, out there, just congratulate on those 3 and outs. I don't know how many we had today, but there was quite a few. And I want them to feel like when they're coming off, man, they just did an unbelievable job, which they did. But, I think sometimes we sit around and we just don't be as a team, and that was a big thing today. Team, and togetherness, I don't care about your personal feelings, I want what's best for this football team. I'll deal with the personal feelings the next day, but on game day, everybody's working together, and that's what I saw. I thought it was really nice to see, those defensive guys flying around.
How do you feel guys like Keyshawn and Sam and Jamal, true freshmen that played today?
Really good. They're Big Ten players. I mean, that's for sure. Keyshawn, I think, could be a really good player. Jamal, of course, I've seen Jamal, all the way through camp. I think he's going to be an outstanding player here, way above his years. He's very mature, strong, physical. Really like what he did. And, when you look at you got Robbie and you got Chunky and Jihad and Schmoot. We look like a Big Ten team. And this might be the first year since I've been here where all around in the offense and defense line we look like those type teams we play against.
With Jihad, was the 2-game idea kind of more precautionary, or did he just advance a lot faster than you guys thought?
He apparently, because I wasn't involved in it that much early, but I think that what they said was he advanced so much. They kind of call him a physical specimen. Some of the things he does, and I guess the healing Russell was one of them.
And how do you think he did?
You know, I really didn't watch him that much. I was more or less watching, the attitude and how the guys were running around. I noticed Mason a couple of times because on our sideline running down plays. He looked as good as I've seen him. I thought he looked in top physical condition. He looked fast to me. But I really didn't watch Jihad as much. I thought the secondary was rallying the ball. The ball was up in the air. We were attacking the ball. I thought that was good to see. Just a lot of good things. I'm really proud of it.
What was his injury?
Jihad, there was something in the lower extremity. I can't really say. I don't know if I want to say. I don't know what it was.
You can say it.
You can ask him.
Okay. Not to
There's ugly right there.
not to overstate things, but just given I don't want to say turmoil, whatever, a lot of things going on. Was it almost like cathartic to kind of just have a game? And do you feel like it was that way for you and for the players?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Let's just get this game going. I think they were ready to play, but they got a dream, and when I think some people sometimes, like I said, they scuff at them because they have high aspirations or something. Like I told them, I was a little kid from a little town, and now look how fortunate I am there. I think they got a chance to play Big Ten football, and I'm not going to tell those guys they can't win. It's all positive here every single day, making sure that they go out there and understand that they can accomplish all the goals.
Is there any level of frustration as to how well you played with the cancellation and people not coming as much as they were going to come last night?
No, I was really happy that I thought the student section, for that quick, I noticed at one point in the game they went up there and they all got in the middle section, make them look like they were bigger, and they're going to go back and they're going to tell them how good of a time it is, and I'm going to be on the quad on Friday and I'm going to introduce myself to those guys, and I just, that's how I can help, and I think if people look at what we're trying to do here, and the attitude of our student athletes and the attitude of our coaching staff, I think there's a lot of good things to be accomplished here. And I think hopefully we turn the corner, we move on, and hopefully the future is bright for us.
Bill, did the players stay in their own apartments last night?
No, they went back to the same hotel. Yeah, we were really fortunate. The hotel people were absolutely great. What they did, and we're running down there getting food. It was about 12:30 at night. We got some of these guys, these blue toads, or blue nose free, or whatever they call these guys, and they couldn't eat burritos. So we had to go out there and figure something else out with those guys. They went right to bed. It was amazing. You didn't even have to tell them. We got on the bus. They got on the bus within about 10 minutes, and they were all ready to go back. They were doing everything we asked them to do. But there's a lot of great seniors on here that have great seniorship leadership, and they understand. You only have to tell these guys once. Your shirt tail's out. Make sure you get your shirt tail in. Never have to say it again. That's kind of how it's been. But that's a credit to these guys. They could go. They had a choice. They could go one way or the other way, and they chose the path, that I think is going to be successful for us.
Coach, what did this mean for you to get your first win under your belt?
It really, is it nice? Yeah, it's nice, but it's nice for these guys. The only reason I got into coaching was with the student athletes and being around these guys. I enjoy what I do, and so I think it's a nice point. You just don't have time as a coach to sit here and really, to be honest with you, to even think about it. Right before the game, I'm watching Iowa, I'm watching Northwestern. I'm thinking about different things. Okay, WIU, and then I'll go home and I'll be with my family. To be perfectly honest with you, I'll probably be sitting there, clicking the channels and see if anybody would play. That's kind of weird people, coaches. So but it's really enjoyable. And I think I think the coaches and the wives, I hope they have a great night. I hope they feel really good about what they did, because they really did. It's a family deal, and with the wives, when you go home and win a game, it's a lot easier going home. And I'll be honest with you, the wives are a lot happier when you win. There's actually a conversation going on. My wife's laughing, and so is Robert back there. So.
Any final questions for Coach?
Guys, I really appreciate everything you've done. Okay, thank